Yeah. Pull up a chair, we growing something good. Who's in the garden today? Roshita, Shelly, Jacqueline, CC, Texas Sunshine. Garden girls, yeah, we here. From the soil to the soul, let the conversation grow. Backyard dreams, garden schemes, let the good vibes flow. We talk seasons, life lessons in between. Laugh a little louder when the harvest ain't what it seems. Yeah. It's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, yeah. Welcome to the garden, everybody eats here. It's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls,
Hey, welcome y'all. Welcome to the Garden Girls Chat 2. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I am unmuted.
What
All
up,
right.
T?
Hey, Mike. Hey, Miss T. Hey, Dunsdale, Shatika, Jennifer. Good evening, good morning, good afternoon, Unique. Thank you all for coming on and being with us on this Sunday. It is the Garden Girls Chat and Chew. Now, let me do this. Somebody bought me this beautiful clear voice that's been helping me, but I forgot to take it before I went to church. So when I called Shelly, she was like, "Girl, what's wrong with you?"
Well, the truth is, I said,
I've been up here.
this?
She said, "Who is this?" She said, "Who is this?" But listen, yeah, I've been fighting for my life over here, but God is faithful. But welcome to the Garden Girls Chat and Chew. My name is Rashida Monique. I am one of the hosts of this panel. This is the panel where we talk about gardening and what's going on with the garden and life and all the things. And I got some beautiful co-hosts here. So let me finish introducing myself. My name is Rashida Monique. I garden in Michigan, Zone 6A. I grow and raise beds in ground, planters, hydroponics, and almost anything I can learn to grow in. All right, as available. I have here my beautiful ladies here with me. I have Shelly from Shelly's Homestead Hideaway, CC from CC6's Garden, and Jacqueline for Four Seasons Garden. They're here with me. This is called the Garden Girls Chat and Chew because we chat and we chew. And because y'all know, anybody that's followed me from Periscope days, you know I don't have no problem getting on this camera eating. Okay. But I have eaten already. And I had some pizza, a wing, and a brownie. That's what I had. And so now I'm about to drink this water like it's going to save my life because it will. Amen. So grab you something to eat, your drink of choice. Enjoy the chat and chew. Go ahead and put your grow zone in the chat so that you can make a friend in the chat. If you create content, say I create content, put your grow zone so they know when they follow you, they were let's see about Mother Brunage.
You laughing at what I was laughing at.
Listen, Mother Brunage, I love you to pieces. But you know my journey today. So go ahead and make a friend in the chat. If you have questions, go ahead and put them in the chat. We're gonna try some new things, new widget in the app today. So y'all be patient with us. Rudy, I don't know if you're a real person or not, but honey, we don't need the time. Amen. And if you're not real, you're going bye-bye. If you are real, you can change your interaction in the chat. We greatly appreciate it. We thank you. All right, Shelly, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Well, good evening, everybody. My name is Shelly from Shelly's Homestead Hideaway, where I am gardening in the state of Maryland. I was trying to think of something catchy to say, but it wasn't coming fast enough. I am in Zone 7B, where I garden in ground, raised beds, elevated beds, hydroponics, self-irrigated planters, green stalks, pots, buckets, pails, whatever I will grow in it.
I said, yo,
growing in a paper box this season. What am I? What we saying? What we chat? I'm chewing on. What snacking on?
Yep.
I am straight out of the garden, so I haven't really got a snack to chew on, but I have been sipping on this Boathouse mocha cappuccino. It has 13 grams of protein in it, and tastes job all right. Picked it up from Costco today. And with that, I'm going to yield the mic to the lovely CC's Texas Garden.
Hey, y'all. I am Cynthia from CC's Texas Garden. I'm in Zone 8B, 9A, and I grow in-ground in containers, in raised beds, in green stocks, and also hydroponically indoors. And welcome in, everybody. It's like y'all been gone. I don't know. It's just but what I'm eating tonight will probably have me having the itis. So I'm going to try to eat slowly. But I got some smoked chicken legs. I got some dirty rice, some sweet potatoes, green beans, and corn.
You about to make us mad.
And I'm sipping on some strawberry lemonade.
That's funny. You about to make me mad. I asked, I said, what you eating on? She started talking. I said, shut up talking to me.
I haven't made dinner yet, y'all, so
I haven't either.
Go ahead, Jackie.
So send me a plate.
Right.
All right, I'm at Sis's house. As you can tell from the background, when you see this background, I'm at Sis's house. We dispatched chickens yesterday, so we'll talk a little bit about that. And
what's dispatching?
All right, so a little background noise there going on. So dispatch means that the chickens are now in the freezer. So I'll talk a little bit about that. So I am Jacqueline, Four Seasons Garden. I garden in Virginia, Zone 7A, and I garden in self-irrigated planters and pots and pans, like Shelly says. I like how she said that earlier. Pails, whatever. No, we definitely in containers. Self-irrigated being the main thing we do. Elevated planters. We are now starting on the journey of raised beds, which we've never done. So that's going to be super exciting to add that. And then, of course, we do extensive in the hydroponics. And as far as what I was chewing on, like CC, I was chewing on a smoked chicken from the chickens that were in the freezer from yesterday. They were amazing.
Okay.
It's smooth, if that's a way to explain it. Like, I don't know. You can tell like it was.
This chicken nowadays is stringy. So yeah, it wasn't stringy.
Because it ain't real.
Yeah, it was just smooth, and I even had the breast, and I'm telling you, it was so moist. It was amazing, and I'm super, super excited to have gone through that journey and hope to talk about a little bit more about that. But that is me here in Virginia.
All right. So thank y'all for coming on. So y'all saw this thing for us out in the chat. Now, some people feel like we shouldn't have to introduce and say what we're growing every time we get on here, what we're growing in. I think since we have grown in what we're growing in, do y'all like to hear what we're growing in? If you're new to the channel and is that something you care about before you watch our content, Do you want to know if we're growing in self-irrigated planters or raised beds or elevated beds? Should there's something? Because I'm gonna believe this. Especially in church, sometimes you get tired of repeating the same thing, but when you have new people coming in, they don't know. So I'm of the mindset that it's good for us to repeat it, even though we're tired of saying it. But if y'all tired of hearing it, I just wait till people ask the question that we grow.
It's so funny. It's so funny that you asked that of the masses. But you ain't even tell us you was gonna ask that.
It came on my mind when Jacqueline was finishing hers up. I said, let me just ask the people.
Oh,
okay, he said, I like to hear it even though I've listened before. All right.
It's because we've added things, right? I've never done raised beds. So now I've added raised beds. So you're like, okay, let's see Jacqueline's new journey through the raised beds. I'm hoping to post some of that content. So I think it shows that we're evolving, right? Because Shelly didn't do SIPs last year, but she's added, I did it last year, but then you added it last year, right?
Right.
So I think we're all changing and evolving. And I think showing that to the people that you can also change and evolve, just like we're changing and evolving, I think it's great for an introduction.
All right. We'll keep it. We'll revisit that later. Somebody said, please leave it as is. All right, we'll do that.
Thank y'all.
Sometimes I'm stubborn. And so I was like, let me see what the people think before I just be like, no, we ain't changing. I don't want to be
telling the truth. I
don't want to be that person today. Another day, but not today. Somebody else in here. And I said I wasn't going to address it, but I am. I'm not. But if y'all want to pray for Diddy, y'all go ahead and pray for Diddy.
I was not going to address that. We
need our mods. I am. We need our mods. But we should have been praying.
We need our mods on various channels checking the trolls.
Okay, because I was sitting there like, I don't know if it's a real person or not, but let me just.
I think it's a troll. And
we have been known to take
moderators, Jacqueline. I feel like it may be coming from Jacqueline's channel because she's streaming vertical.
Oh, the vertical bring out the most trolls. And I was saying that for those of y'all that know how we do, we pray for people.
I'm gonna fix it though.
We just don't usually try to answer trolls. Amen. That's how that go. All right. So listen. So what we got up next, y'all? I ain't been on here for 2 weeks.
Let's try to poll with that question.
At your Grow Zones in the chat. I already said that. If you have questions, submit in the chat. 2-week garden update. And garden purchases. Y'all want to roll them into one?
Sure.
Okay, well, I'll go first. 2-week garden update. I have sown some more seed. I have taken my I'm about to say artichokes. My asparagus that I started in hydroponics, the Walmart asparagus. Then I put them in pots, put them outside. Somebody told me they sort of cold hardy, so they'll be okay. But then we had some freezer temperatures and they stayed outside and they was okay for a minute. Then they turned brown. I was like, oh, I think they may have died. But then I looked and there was some more green coming. I said, oh, well, I guess they are. Praise God. So I put them in a raised bed on the other day. And then last night, I dropped some bean seeds because Mom was like, we're going to have beans. And they'll say, oh, you can put bush beans in with your asparagus because they're sort of shallow root. Asparagus go deep. I said, okay. So I put on some mixed green beans, I think they, not Provider, but a Great Lake beans and some lima beans. And that's in the bed where I had herbs from 2024, lemon balm and sage. Now, lemon balm looked like it grow like mint, but when I was reading, the roots look like mint, but it don't spread like mint. So that's the way to keep your lemon balm from spreading, the white flowers are the seeds. Once they start to flower, they drop in seeds. And that's why they spread so far and so wide.
Sheeta Boo.
So if you have lemon balm, cut them flowers off.
Sheeta Boo. Huh? Let me interject. First of all, my lemon balm, it never flowers. I don't think I allow it to get to the stage of flowering. But if them roots is growing in the ground, they're gonna spread. The Hired Help actually just pulled some lemon balm from the ground. He thought it was a weed. And I was like, oh, that lemon balm smells so good, because the roots have run outside of the pot that I had it in. And so it is spreading to the ground. It will spread.
What kind of pot?
It's a plastic pot, but you know, I think the base might not be on.
Oh, the water, probably the drainage hose.
Self-watering one. Yeah. So it has grown out of the pot into the ground. And
okay, so maybe it's grown from both. What I was reading, it was saying from the flowers. Because I was like, well, how do you, because they said the less tamed. And I'm like, well, how do you tame it? Cut flowers. But anyway, if anybody, I'm like, I got lemon balm. I might be selling lemon balm plants in a minute. Take them out, put them in some cups. Like, I tried $1 per plant. Listen, it's a lot of it out there. But so I have that bed done. And so I think the next thing, because I said I'm just working with what I already have instead of trying to grow all this stuff. Let's work with what I have. I have sweet potato slips. Tomorrow's June 1st. Prayerfully this week, I can clean that next bed out, add some soil to it, and put them sweet potato slips in the other bed. And I know people, usually I do bag because I don't want to have to dig in the bed, but I don't have soil for bags. I got soil in that bed, and that's where the sweet potato slips are going. And we're just going to move it around. I'm shuffling everything in the garden right now just based on what I have and what's growing. And I still have a lot of things still in seed trays. But I said sweet potato slips. I got a couple of pepper plants. Some things I started in hydroponics that have made it. And I had 3 celery plants. I put them in the ground. But I think when I looked yesterday, I think only one of them going to make it. But hey, it's a learning curve. It's a learning curve in me starting seeds in hydroponics, potting out of hydroponics, and then getting them from hydroponics to the ground. But here we've been going from 80 degrees in the day to 50, 49 at night. And we've been having them big swings. And then some days it's hot all day. It's just some things you just can't control. And especially when I don't have my hoops in place. I don't have fabric, frost fabrics in place. You know what I'm saying? If I had some more things in place, maybe I have better success, but I don't. So it's just going to be what it is. And so, so that's that update. Did I buy anything for the garden in the last 2 weeks? I don't think I bought anything because I found my garden markers. I found my thing, because everything has to be found, right? Because everything's where I drop it in 2024, right? So my markers, I pulled my Bootstrap Farmer stuff from out the basement. So we just, reusing soil out of plant pots that's up out here, and going from there. So I haven't made any garden purchase. I almost bought some seeds the other day, because when I tell you almost all my onions, the ones that was doing good, I almost went by the graveyard because it's just been cold and hot, and it's just anyway. And I started to buy some onion seed, and I was like, girl, we ain't about to be starved for no onions. And then I started to buy some cilantro and dill seed because of pest repellent properties. And I'm going through and I didn't. And I'm looking at my herbs. I'm like, I got a Dollar Tree pack of dill and a Dollar Tree pack of cilantro. I'll pay you $3 at Walmart for them seeds. So I didn't. And so I'm glad about it. Now I'm done. Now, who wants to do their purchases and updates for the garden this week? I'm going to go to these comments. Shelley, go ahead.
Why I always seem to get picked to go first for this? Garden updates.
You're next to me. That's why.
Garden updates. If you was on live with me yesterday, you would have seen a full update. Which is I am slowly but surely planting out my garden. So I planted out some squash, some black beans. These are things that I had already started from seed a few weeks ago when we were on live. So I've transplanted those to the garden. I put up some lights in the garden along with the post to hold the light. Let me see, what else did I do? We pulled some banana leaf plants out of the bed today to give away. Harvested some strawberries, harvested dill, harvested rosemary, and what else did I do? I think that was pretty much it as far as in the garden. In the garden, purchases. I purchased some gloves. Actually, I bought some a couple weeks ago, and I bought some today for somebody else. And did I purchase anything else? Y'all know I struggle with this. Purchase. I
tell myself I'm always going to write a list, and I always forget to do it.
I know. I purchased some fertilizer. I bought some more of the Dr. Earth fertilizer from Costco today. And I bought another set of string lights today. And I got a big box of Corys for them snails and slugs that I can't stand. And I feel like that might be it. There's a big purchase coming down the road. So that's it for updates and purchases. And I think that's all we're doing, right? Let me update y'all on my snack situation. I'm making myself a cup of tea here with some dehydrated lemons that I dehydrated myself. And I'm also going to enjoy a few Hershey's almond clusters. So that's the update on my snack.
Oh, that look good.
They are delicious.
Mm-hmm. And since Cynthia is chewing so intently, I'm gonna let Jacqueline go first so she can chew a little more.
All right, 2-week update for me. I'm gonna start and try to work myself backwards because I can't remember.
Can I interrupt you just for a second? Because Nancy reminded me of something that I did yesterday, and so there it is right there. I ate a borage leaf yesterday live, and it did irritate my throat some, which is a side effect of eating borage. However, I had eaten some before, so I think the difference was I did not rinse that one off, and so I think rinsing it off helps with that fuzziness that can irritate your throat. Thank you, Nancy, for reminding me of that.
Okay. So is that what you're supposed to eat you're supposed to eat borage? It's supposed to help clear your throat?
No, I was just doing a live and somebody said, "Are you going to taste it?" And I'm like, "Yeah, sure." Okay. It tastes like cucumber. It tastes like cucumber smells.
Okay. Interesting. I might have to try that. I don't know if I'll do it on camera. I'm not big on the on-camera tasting stuff, but we'll try it.
I'm daring.
You are, absolutely, 100%. All right, 2-week update. I'm going to try to work myself backwards. In the garden, yesterday, we went to my brother's at 6-8. Well, let's start with Friday. Friday, we got out of work, and my brother-in-law and my nephew loaded my 22 chickens into the brooder that they started in and took them to my brother's house. And the reason we're down to 22 is because I don't know if anybody knew, last Monday we really had a really bad heat spell here in Virginia. I haven't even told the ladies this because I may have. I don't think I did. I was just so brokenhearted. I was in tears on Monday, and I lost 4 chickens on Monday due to the heat. And I'm talking about broken hearted because I was working, even though I work from home, I couldn't get out because I'm a call center. So I try to go out finally at 4:00. And by then I had already lost 3. By the time my sister made it over there, I lost another 4th one. And I was able to save 3 with electrolyte water. So I was in there in the brooder with a little cup, just giving them water until for about 2.5 hours. I did post it, right, because I had my bottle of I posted with my bottle of Martinelli on Monday night because I needed a drink for that. Yes, Miss Cece. You're muted.
Were these the chickens you were going to
Yes,
dispatch anyway?
yes. I lost 4 of them.
So did you dispatch them still?
Great question. That's good. You cannot.
That is a good question.
It is a great question. I went and looked it up. You cannot dispatch them because you don't know how long they've been dead, and you have to dispatch within, I think, like 10 minutes of them dying. Like it's a really quick turnaround time. Yeah, like when we were at my sister, when we went yesterday, they cut them, brought them over. We dipped them within like 5 minutes of. I mean, we were like rolling through them. Yeah.
So what happens if you don't?
They dispel some type of toxin into their bodies.
Okay.
That could be harmful to humans.
Oh,
yeah. My goodness.
Yeah.
Okay, good to know.
Yeah, good to know. So
I won't pick no chickens up off the side of the road. Okay.
No, don't pick up chickens off the
roadkill food is dangerous, y'all.
Yeah. It's not like deer that people do that. Chickens are different. So yeah. So I couldn't dispatch them. So the foxes got them. They had a very good meal. And so we got to my brother 6 o'clock in the morning. We got started around 7. My sister had 61 chickens. My brother had 29, right, Ty? Jonathan had 29?
What's the text message say?
Oh, you're right. What's the text message say? She's so smart, Alecky.
I don't remember.
32 birds. So my brother had 32 birds. My sister had 61. And I had 24 birds. Yeah, 24 birds. I think that's right. Anyway, so we got them all killed, dispatched. It's the right word to say, I guess, on YouTube, by noon. And then the rest of the day was just processing. So we processed all of mine, all of my brothers, and whatever 61 minus 24 is, you guys do the math, of my sisters. We actually got them all processed in bags, labeled and everything. And we worked till midnight. And then we went back over this morning at 9 o'clock to finish the last 24 birds of my sisters.
That's a lot of work, Jacqueline.
It is. I haven't even calculated how many pounds I've gotten yet. I did all of mine in halves just because that works better for my family. One freezer for mine. It took one freezer for mine. So I ended up with 24 at the end, if I did my math right. 22, and then my brother, I had 22 at the end. My brother-in-law paid me back for the 2 that he killed by moving my chicken tractors while I was out of town. So
how was that his fault?
Because when he moved my tractor, we have to make sure that they stay inside of the tractor, because when you set the tractor back down, he crushed them and he killed them. So yeah, look at your faces. Yeah. And so I get a dramatic call I go to church on Wednesday night at 7 o'clock, and I wasn't able to move it that day. So that's why he went over. So like at 6:55, I get a phone call from my brother-in-law. I'm like, why is he calling me? He knows it's 5 minutes to church. And he's like, I just killed 2 of your chickens. And I'm like, it's okay. He's like, what do you mean it's okay? I was like, it could have been you. It could have been me. It could have been anybody. I'm like, I knew that in my mind that it could happen. So I was like, okay, it happened. It happened to me. I'm just going to keep on moving. At that point, I still had 28, 29 chickens. So it wasn't a big deal. I was like, okay, I'm still doing good.
That was so nice of him.
Yes, it was. And so they repaid me. So dispatching, I want to say the overall process was not bad. My brother, his wife, my niece and nephew, my sister, her husband, my nephew, my 3 children, and myself, and we did 100 and whatever, 30 some birds, 20 some birds. So I'm super excited. I can't wait to do this. It's only going to be something we do once a year, because my freezer is definitely full. My sister had to buy another freezer because she's going to pick that up tomorrow morning. So they're all sitting, her chickens are sitting on ice in the garage right now. And then my brother had already bought a freezer. And my sister did buy a freezer, but her freezer's got nothing but carcass. So she's going to make chicken broth. I did save some of mine to make chicken broth. So super exciting on that part. I have more bad news. And this one I haven't said anything. I lost all of my layers on Thursday morning. So I left for church Wednesday and I forgot to close the coop. And I heard them Thursday morning and I was like, oh, the chickens are fine, because I normally listen for them. And I went out to feed the meat birds and there was feathers everywhere. And I do mean like massacre. And I was like, are you serious? And I went and looked at the door and I was like, I forgot to close the door Wednesday night when I was on my way to church, because I had just fed them. We were putting a brand new bag in. I left the bag there because I needed to go feed the meat birds, came back, got the bag, and did not make sure the door was secure. Well, you guys heard me talk about my one broody chicken. Well, she was in the nesting box, so she survived the massacre. So and it was Chick-fil-A. You are so right. Chick-fil-A is the one, Chaz, that actually survived.
Is she in therapy?
Chick-fil-A went.
She witnessed.
Yeah, Chick-fil-A went to my sister-in-law's, my brother's house yesterday, so she could be with other chickens.
Oh my! I was feeling so bad for you, Chaz. That was perfectly timed comment.
She couldn't. It was at her. That chicken's name was actually Chick-fil-A.
Wow.
So Chick-fil-A is now at my sister-in-law's, my brother's house, living out the rest of her life. And I'm regrouping. It's been a bad week for me. I'm like, well, it was Chick-fil-A definitely for the foxes. And I mean, it was the worst scene I have ever seen. It was bad.
So the foxes got them, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the same foxes that you fed the next day?
3 days before. I had fed them nicely, and then they come and take my real chickens. Yeah.
You just told them what to come to.
You just went there with them. I was going to ask that. I was trying to wait for you to finish. So I can ask them. I'm like, well, what foxes did you feed?
Right.
I don't feed them because they're greedy.
I fed them before because, well, my meat birds are in an electric fence, so they can't get through. My meat birds are they're in the tractor and they can't get into the tractor. I have built this tractor. It is built like Fort Knox.
Mm-hmm.
So the only way they would have got in there is because I messed up as a human. So I can't blame the circle of life. They're going to do what they're going to do. Yeah. So my family wants me to get more. Right now, I'm just too emotional. See, my sister's like emotional. I'm too emotional right now because I named them all, right? So I'm like, how do I get more chickens and rename them and give them, because we had to
give them numbers. Give more and give them numbers.
Don't name them.
Right. Just call them chickens.
Are my babies. They give me eggs. They're my girls. So that's been my eventful week for that. And then the rest is just garden stuff. I've taken stuff out and I'm now guarding them. I'm hearting them off to go into my garden and go into the community garden, and then clearing out my garden to get stuff in there. And then with my brother and all this thing, I'm really reconsidering all the homestead. Like I've got the property. You've heard Shelly say, Jacqueline, you've got enough property. So with processing the birds, I am now ready to really take on the homestead mentality of making sure that some of the things I'm going to start talking about is zones. Like they will tell you to put your garden in a zone, put your egg layers in a zone, put your meat birds in different zones. And it depends on how you're using things. So I'm going to deep dive into really getting into the homesteading, making sure that I make myself everything sustainable for me and my family. How much can I get from the 4 acres that I have? So that's going to be a really big way. I haven't purchased anything except for feed. I mean, that's all I've been concentrating right now. We needed to finish up the meat birds, so we did that. And of course, I just bought a bag for the layers. And that's the layers. I buy feed once a month. with the meat birds, we were buying food. They went through about 2 bags to 3 bags a week. So it wasn't too big of an investment there. Is there anything you would do differently with your processing next year? Oh, yes. There's I don't want to take too much time because we're already at 8:40, and I know I talked a lot about that. Processing, I would say
it's in the chat. So go ahead.
Yes, it's in the chat. Yeah. So what would I do differently? I would do the same amount of birds. 30 is a good amount. My tractor worked out perfectly. Making sure that you have the right feed trough is very, very important. My brother had a feed trough. I had a different feed trough. Me and my sister had the same feed trough, and we could tell the difference in the weight of our chickens versus his. Like his average was like 3.5 pounds, where mine were about 5 to 5.5 pounds. So a 2-pound difference is a lot when you've put in 10 weeks of investment and now you're behind that much in meat. So I would definitely not change that. I'm going to definitely change how I water my chickens. I used a 5-gallon bucket, and I think I'm going to switch to it's a very specialized watering container. It's called the Plausen Bell Tower, Plausen Bell. I'm going to switch to that definitely. And I'm not changing my feed. My feed was excellent. I did non-GMO feed. And then as far as the processing part of it, there's a lot of different things. And I'll probably just do a video and talk about that because it'll take too much time right now. But overall, I would say how much is a feed per bag? Okay, for non-GMO, for meat birds in my area was $24. I could go with just regular non-organic feed, and it runs at $20. So for me, the $50 difference after I figured out like how much I fed my birds, it was worth it for me to do non-GMO for me versus doing just regular feed. I just wanted to give my family just as organic possible. If I'm going to do it, I'm going to grow it myself. $50 is negligible as far as I'm concerned in feed. All right, and that's it.
All right. So if you haven't taken the time to follow each and every lady that's on here, go ahead and follow us. Our names are, let me take the banner down, is in our title here. Four Seasons Garden for Jacqueline, CC Texas Garden for Cynthia, Shelly's Homestead Hideaway for Shelly, and Rashida Monique for myself. Make the rounds and follow. So when she goes and do her deep dive into what she learned and what she did and how she did it, how much she used and the cost and why she made the choices she made, Jacqueline made, that you can be in that conversation. Turn on your notifications so that you will be notified when she comes on and get the, the little scheduling. Lord have mercy, thumbnail when she scheduled.
Yes.
My brain, y'all pray for my brain.
Yeah,
anyway, so now we're gonna go move on to Cynthia because she needs to tell us her update and her purchases if she had any. Come on, Cynthia.
All right, guys. So I'll give you a garden update. So we had lots of rain, lots and lots of rain, and so my garden was a muddy mess, and I was constantly taking things out of water, pouring water off of things. And I mean, the garden still survived through all the water. It's just, I need to put more wood chips in the walkways still because it just gets so muddy in there. And that is the purpose of why I purchased and got so many raised beds, because I know during this season, it's a lot of water. And until we get our drainage stuff done, that's just how it's gonna be. My plant's gonna either sink or learn how to swim. Okay. So I've been doing pretty good with harvesting, just here and there of things, some tomatoes, some ground cherries. I'm enjoying that. I mean, daily I can go out there and get some ground cherries, of the volunteer ground cherries, because they're in the spot where my okra is supposed to be coming up, and they decided to grow there. So they are shading some of my okra. My Jack B. Little Pumpkin, even though the squash vine borer is working her way through the vine, it is still producing. It is still putting out baby pumpkins. I'm collecting them for my grandbabies. So doing that. And so I started off with the square foot gardening method for my beds.
Hey,
You know.
Cece, before you go into the square foot, when did you start your pumpkins that you're harvesting them now?
Let's see. I want to say January.
Okay.
February. Yeah.
Yeah, and my mom was like, it had to be February, probably close to January, February. Yeah.
Now these are also Jack B. Little pumpkins,
Yes.
so they only like little hand-sized pumpkins. They're not huge pumpkins. They just ones for my grandbabies to be able to hold. So they produce pretty quick, and even though, like I said, the squash vine borer, she out there working it, they are still producing, and I'm just gonna let it keep going until I get enough for them to have. And so with my square foot gardening method, and then I wanted to make sure also that all my bed was covered, that it kept the sun from eating my plants up, drying things out as quick, and it has been working. Now the thing about that, because I have so many things packed in there, you missed a lot of things that are growing. And like the cucumber that I had, like, huge, and I was like, why is my plant dying out? There's a cucumber somewhere on this plant. If you don't know, your cucumbers, if they get huge, your plant will think it's done its purpose, and it'll start dying off. So you'll see the yellow leaves. And so I'm hunting through there and found a big giant one just standing up. So I'm looking for flat, and it was standing up. I was like, oh no. So I was able to get that off of there. But I have been harvesting my quick snacks. They're getting to the end of their life cycle. It's sad. I like those little things. But I did make some pickles. So I am doing things with them. Made some pickles. So in the back garden, I have my trees back there. I put a whole bed of green beans and cantaloupe in a back bed back there. The beans are doing good. I did a good harvest with those, and the cantaloupes are little teeny. I'm like, I don't know if they're gonna make it, but they're back there. My watermelon is looking nice. The leaves are getting bigger. I have seen a few watermelons on there. They eat tall right now, but that's all right. They get there. And so I'm just glad that they finally, it's some bees that went to the backyard to start pollinate some stuff back there. As for purchases, your girl ain't purchased nothing, because I've been trying to save my little coins to go on all these adventures. And I'm like, I ain't got time to be spending no money. So we had an amazing time in Mississippi. I hope y'all are enjoying the videos that I have coming out. For the time we made it back, everybody made it back home safely. And that was a wonderful adventure of, if you're in the garden community, we have it every year. So definitely be listening out to see when the next place we'll be having it next year. So, but that's it.
All right. Now, are you in Watermelon Wars, Cynthia?
Oh, yes, ma'am.
Well, you got a good head start, honey. It don't matter how long you want to start, honey. It's how they end up.
I'm still waiting on my watermelon seeds are just now starting to germinate finally.
Well, I just put mine in some
I might put some more down.
But y'all know I'm in Michigan. I only get so much growing season. So by the time anyway.
I put my loofah. I forgot to mention that I transplanted one of my loofahs yesterday, CC.
Oh, I saw my loofah. I looked at my loofah seeds and said, I don't even know where I want to put you. I ain't even playing with you this year.
I put it in one of the raised beds in the middle so it can go over that cattle panel arch that I have.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm gonna also grow some other things over the cattle panel arch as well.
Oh, that's cool. And then Cynthia, I have another question for you. You sent me some okra seed. You didn't write on the bag. You thought I was gonna remember what I asked you for. I don't know if they Longhorn. I don't know if they Burgundy. Are Burgundy seeds Burgundy?
Just grow them.
They Longhorn. They would be Longhorn.
Okay. Oh, I grow them in dirt now. I just didn't know what they was. And I said, let me ask Cynthia when I get on.
I need to start some okra.
Right. I see there was a question about that corn. Remember when I did the red corn? Let me show you, because remember it had the white and then had the little red, little,
oh yeah.
Right. Let me show you what happens when you leave it, like you keep it open and let the air get to it. There you go. I'm letting this out for seeds.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, when the air gets to it, it does turn completely red like this.
That's beautiful.
So yeah,
it is.
And I'm keeping these for seeds for next year.
And you can even decorate with those.
Awesome. All right, Shelly, I owe you a public apology.
For what?
Because last time you mentioned something about somebody called you about a trellis they had at Aldi's. And I said, well, Shelly ain't tell me about no trellis. We ain't heard about no trellises at Aldi. She ain't tell us. So then when you said you saw them again, I said, I'm going to go out there tomorrow. I ain't been, if I've been to Aldi, y'all been to Aldi, because I ain't been to no Aldi. I've been over here fighting for my whole life.
Right, because they sure had them. They sure had them.
I didn't see them in our sales ads in the store, and then I went on the app to see if I could sort of like purchase one in the app to see if they were in the store, and I couldn't find them. So I was like, I ain't feeling good in my body. I ain't about to trump from store to store either just to buy them. I'm not doing that.
You need some Aldi friends that will go look for you.
You know what? I didn't think to ask, because Jennifer on here. Jennifer would go to Aldi, whatever. That's a good sister. You and me. But I didn't think to ask.
Yeah, because I'm gonna tell y'all, the day I was heartbroken. I don't know. I don't think I posted in the Garden Girls chat. I think I forgot. My lemon mint teacup that I showed on my live yesterday, and I said that the saucer and the cup were attached.
They were not attached.
Well, apparently they were only temporarily attached for selling purposes. And I had moved it to add a little bit more soil to it. And I was on my way back to put it on the table, and the saucer fell off on the patio and broke. Oh, I was heartbroken.
Oh.
My husband was like, what happened? I was like,
oh my goodness.
So I took a picture of it and I sent it to my crew. I was like, I'm heartbroken. I might try to glue this back together. And I gathered up the pieces and I sent them a picture of it. And the one who found it for me, she said, girl, that's trash. Throw it away. She said, I'm going to keep my eye out for you. And when she say, I'm going to keep my eye out, she really takes it as a personal challenge to go find stuff. If I say, hey, I want one of these, she's going to intentionally go look for it.
Oh, that's a good friend.
Yeah.
So that's good. All right. So those are 2-week updates and purchases. And I think Cynthia said it. She said she's saving her coin for these events. But I think it's also a good challenge to see what you can do without saying, okay, let me run and get this, let me run and get that. It's good, a good muscle to flex or to exercise to see what you can do before get done without spending more money. And sometimes we have what we need until we didn't know it. So I don't know if I mentioned it. I mentioned this online that I was going to try to do my own fish emotion. Did I tell y'all that? I just jumped in with
you did mention that. That's something I ain't ever going to try.
Listen, I'm in here now. As Pastor Hannah said, I'm out here now. And my friend and her husband go fishing, and they fish all the time. And so she called me the other night and she dropped some stuff. It's sitting in the freezer. And I was like, girl, let me look up this recipe again. What I got to do? And I said, okay, I got one bucket. I said, I'm going to commit to this one bucket. Because actually, if I get this one to be successful, that's all I'm going to need.
Yes, exactly.
And so I was like, I got to call her and tell her don't save me no more. She called me late the other night. Me and my husband just got back. I said, oh, baby, hold on. Let me. I could call you. I should have called you. I ain't gonna need no more. If I need some more, I'll let you know. But it's a good experiment. I'm down for the little challenge, but so that's gonna be interesting. But yeah, we just gonna let it be. My sister was like, if I had known you had to ferment it and do the thing with all that, I'm not doing all that. I'm going out there and burp that thing till I can't burp it no more. And after that,
I mean, the best I'm gonna do with doing anything with fish myself will be to bury some fish heads under, you know, under the
And that'd
soil.
be
I'm
it.
not gonna try to make no fish
Girl.
emulsion. I'm gonna
These
buy
animals
that
over here, I
all the
buried the
time.
fish heads. They've been and dug everything up. You hear me? So yeah, so that's where anybody have a mail call.
I have one, I think, and she's on here. So Kay Rosen sent me, if I'm not mistaken, I think it's a lemon sage plant in the mail. It arrived safely, my dear. Thank you so much. I've actually planted it in a fabric grow bag, and I am looking forward to it just growing. And I cannot. Okay, pineapple sage. Thank you so much.
Okay.
Pineapple sage. The way she packaged it, you guys, I just want to highlight that. I'm assuming, Kate Rosen, you received something else in the mail with that, but it was what's the name of that company? It was like a plastic shaped where you could have like a pot in there, and then there was space at the top for the plant, and so it just folded over the actual pot and plant. So it was packaged in that. I saved it so that if I need to use that to send somebody something one day, I'll have it. So thank you.
I used to get my eucalyptus like that. I can't remember where I ordered the eucalyptus from, but it would come in a box, and the bottom just held the base part, and all the leaves come out the top. Yeah, those are cool boxes.
No, the leaves were even enclosed. Yeah.
Yeah. Good. Okay, she said she received Bonnie strawberries from Walmart. Okay, so just reuse it. That's good. Oh, it's no problem. No, man. Katrina, listen, I'm used to it. It's all right. I didn't take that personally at all. All right. Anybody else have any garden mail? I mean, mail call? I don't have a mail call. I know somebody.
Wait a minute. This way. I think. Whoa. Yeah. Let me get in the right spot on my camera here. I'm gonna call y'all. Cece, come on now. You can't let us down. What?
Because they always traveling. She didn't get nothing in the mail.
They knew I was gonna be gone.
Cece was the mail call traveling around.
Oh, she hasn't checked her mail. Okay, now that.
But hold on. They would have sent something. It would have been passed away because my mom ain't gonna open nothing, and it would have been sitting there. So yeah.
But Cece, it might not have been a mail call, but you did receive something while you were on your trip. And so I have a question. You got some hot sauce.
Yes, I did.
So I'm confused. I'm gonna need you to break this down for me, sis. Because you don't really like spicy food.
Girl, it's jalapeno.
Oh, she said that's 1 on the Richter scale out of 5.
Yeah, I got jalapeno. I didn't have him to give me the Scotch bonnet, the ghost pepper, none of the habaneros.
Okay,
I'm
so
like,
it's just not. You can take a little bit of heat.
I can take some heat, but I want to be able to taste it. And I seen him cooking it, and I was like, give me the mildest.
You got.
I seen that pot boiling.
That is hilarious.
I mean, if you want to talk about what I got on my trip, yes, I got the hot sauce. I also got some nice hooks from a Sweet Thumb or Sweet Time, Mr. Sweet Time. We got to meet him, and he helped me learn how to fish with an open reel, which I've never been able. I didn't know what I was doing. I was like, I don't know.
Open reel.
Yeah,
first of all, I saw that post that you did something about fishing, but I haven't got to watch it yet.
Like usually with a rod and reel, it has the casing over the rod, over where the string is. It's usually covered, so you don't see the mechanism that's keeping it like that. Well, when you have an open face, you have to be that mechanism and hold the string and cast it when you're supposed to. I didn't know how to do that. So he took time. I mean, he was awesome. He taught, I don't know who else got taught different things, but he helped me with that. And I'm appreciative. So now I've been practicing for my open face reel. So
Okay.
mhm.
And listen, we are people of collective skills, and we can just share one with another. It's a blessing. It is a blessing. All right. So, anything else, Cynthia? Our world traveler.
I mean, I got another trip coming up, y'all. I'm heading to Missouri.
Mm-hmm.
Just
We
stay
got to
We
decide
will
where
ask you
she
when
going
it
next.
is.
We need to start putting that. Where is she going next? Maybe that.
Where in
I
the
got 2
world
more
is
places to
Cynthia?
go, y'all. So yeah, stay tuned, and I'm gonna be vlogging wherever I go. So if you haven't subscribed to my channel,
Go ahead and subscribe and turn on the
Barbara,
notifications. Listen,
right?
look, we are at the 9:00 hour. We're gonna do our reset with the song. And y'all, we got anniversary coming up at the end of June.
Mhm.
Did y'all see that in the chat? We got the anniversary coming. So we got to figure out 2-year
Wait,
anniversary
somebody put that in the chat?
for the guy and girl. Chat too. I think I did.
That
I
must
did
have
too
been
if I did.
Donzel.
No,
No,
our
I mean in our group chat.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
No, I didn't put it there. But that's coming up the end of June. But we got some polls that Shelly put up for y'all. So we're gonna put this poll up while the song is playing, this first poll, so you all can answer and we can come back and discuss some things. I don't know how this gonna go with the topics, but y'all just flow with us. Y'all good at flowing, going with the flow, right? All right, here we go. I'm waving my hand like, okay, yeah.
In the name of Jesus, that's what that looked like.
Pull up a chair, we growing something good. Who's in the garden today? Roshita, Shelly, Jacqueline, CT, Texas Sunshine. Garden girls, yeah, we here. From the soil to the soul, let the conversation grow. Backyard dreams, garden schemes, let the good vibes flow. We talk seeds and seasons, life lessons in between. Laugh a little louder when the harvest ain't what it seems. Yeah. It's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, yeah. Welcome to the garden, everybody eats here. It's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, it's the garden girls, yeah, we here. Garden girls, garden
Listen. Oh, that's right over Cynthia's face. Oh my goodness. I was trying to figure out, I said, I wonder how this gonna work. So let me try something. Hold on, y'all. Let me do this. Can I make that bigger? So like I said, y'all, this is new. It's gonna give me left, right, top, bottom. It just you don't matter. They're gonna cover somebody.
Put it
Well,
over there on the other side.
Let's let it cover me. I'm gonna let it cover me.
No,
I'm
go
going
over to the other side. Oh,
There we go. It's good. Y'all can see me.
Uh-huh.
So if y'all haven't answered the poll, I don't even know, how does the poll work? They can't even answer it. I guess you're just
They
answering.
just have to
chat.
type the number in the chat, 1, 2, 3, or 4.
Oh, okay, girl. I sent you a message, but I guess you didn't see it. I'm like, how does this
Oh
work?
no, I didn't see it. I'm sorry.
All right. So listen.
I don't think there's a result. It's just an engagement.
Okay. Oh, girl, you want me to read? It says it on the screen, but don't say it
We
here.
see you, Jacqueline, girl.
Okay, type 1, 2, 3, and 4 in the chat. I see that. I see that now. It says it on the screen, but it doesn't say it here. I'm like, I don't know how this works. Okay. All right. We got several for pest control. Oh, okay. And now it's reading it. I got you. Okay.
Can I say what? Because I got me a snack now.
Go ahead.
I have this banana nut bread right here.
Oh,
Did you go to bananas and them nuts?
CC.
No, I did not.
We don't want to hear about it.
But this here is some lemongrass tea from my garden.
Okay,
Lemongrass.
We don't want to hear about that either now. I'm gonna give y'all a couple of more minutes since we just figured out how this works. Listen, St. Lucas feel like me. I feel like everything is a struggle right now. Sometimes
That's actually pretty
will
cool.
say
That
that
it's
some of
showing
the
the whole results like that.
Nobody having 2 or 3?
well, somebody said heat and sun, but it's in there with other things, and I don't think it's reading.
Oh, they just want to pick up.
Yeah, you can pick one. Some of my things I did lose is not just because of the swinging temperature, inconsistent watering, overwatering, underwatering.
Well, I know.
You know, operator error.
For me, them leaf-footed bugs is ridiculous out there. They are everywhere. They are on everything. They just covering up everything.
Yeah, listen. I don't even know what's out there. I know because I've been working on my porch because that's like good proximity for me with my new body. And the only thing that's out here getting on my nerve more than the regular, like ants, mosquitoes, flies. I got this jumping spider. It's black with white spots. I said, I don't know who you are, but that one got too close and he had to die.
Oh,
And I looked it up and they say they're not venomous, but y'all know we don't know what upset my apple cart 2 years ago. So last thing I want to do is get bitten by something I don't know what it is.
Mm-hmm.
And my dad was like, well, why you kill it? I was like, well, you can come get it. But they say they're not venomous. I'm gonna stop the poll in a moment. We're gonna give you probably another 30 seconds. And then we're gonna talk about this, some of these topics, and we'll move on from there. And then we'll have, I'm pretty sure as we go over different polls, we'll have better success. So we're going to stop the polling now. And so the number one in the running is this pest control. What is your biggest garden challenge? Pest control. And that's number one. Number two was something else. And number three was heat and sun protection. And so we all got pests of some sort. I was watching, what is that man name? He out there in cowboy boots and them short cut off shorts and the tank top and the cowboy hat. What's that man name, girl? I don't know his name. His cabbage name is Audrey. Anyway, but he has voles or gophers doing tunnels under his garden, and he bought some things you screw in the ground, and they're solar powered, so to kind of vibrate to keep them from being under the garden bed. And I was like, everybody, no matter how beautiful your garden may be, everybody's suffering with something.
It's a struggle area somewhere.
So, okay, so since we're talking about pest, before we go on about pest control, we got another poll. Y'all ready? Now we putting the numbers in the chat. Now I can give y'all the instructions because I know the number in the chat. Don't put your commentary. Don't put all the numbers at once. If you got more than one, do them in different comments. All right. Y'all ready? Here we go.
I think if they change their number, it changes the percentage.
Oh, well, we're gonna find out. We're gonna find out. So,
what's
talking about? What are the causes of most of your problems in the garden? Are there aphids, caterpillars, or hornworms, slugs and snails, or something else? The bulk I dealt with the other day when I was digging up my bed was the red ants. Now I'm mine an ant, but the red ants bite, and I don't want to be bitten.
Yeah, them fire ants over here.
Robbing the garden said you got bit by a wolf spider. Listen, I really ain't trying to be big.
I had to change mine. At first, I said slugs. I probably should have left it as slugs. Then I said aphids, but I actually only have aphids on one plant, which is actually not even. It's just a plant I'm gonna be taking down from last season. But slugs is like my arch nemesis in the garden overall, and so that's why I had to get my Corey's because Corey's works.
So does Sluggo. I use Sluggo.
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 Okay.
Nobody's using beer.
I have not. I'm contemplating trying to use beer for the roly polies in particular. I
heard they just get drunk and then go eat more plants.
Going out the box had something he put on his channel. I saw on his channel. I don't know if it's recent or old, but he had a recipe that he put out that attracts them, and so you put it outside of your garden, and they're supposed to go after that. And when I tell you he had a thing for, I said, "Oh, okay." So your mom check out Growing Out the Box. If you don't know who he is, I can't even tell you what his first name is. So give me the line.
Keith.
Keith. Oh, I should remember that. Okay, so yeah. So we're gonna give you another 30 seconds on this. But yeah, there's slugs, snails, something else. I told my mom I'm thinking about because we go through quite a few eggs, not as much as I would like. Everybody don't like eggs like I do. But I was like, I think I'm just gonna coarsely ground some eggshells and put them out there so they can be hurt. Crawl your butt up in here if you want to. So you don't get scratched up.
I have to say, salt has always worked for me.
For the slugs, salt
on some slugs, but they shrivel
up. But the thing is, with the salt, you're treating just that one.
When you're out there,
you're
just it's a on the spot treatment for sure. It is that.
Yeah, but I definitely. Like I said, I use the Corey. Cece says she uses the Sluggo, and I notice a huge difference. Like when I put it out, the number of slugs that I see coming out at night, because that's why I don't really like to be out in my garden at night. Even though you guys have seen me out there, usually it's not long after I have actually treated the garden, and I don't see that many slugs. But if I don't treat, it's like a war going on out there, and I ain't fitting to fight in it.
I'm gonna say, Nancy, do not waste your vodka on that.
Yeah, there's other things you could use it on.
Wow.
This is so we got some things in this. Says somebody said they have water moccasins because you have a creek and water moccasins. God bless you in your entire ministry. You around eggshells around your plants for slugs. I haven't tried it, but it sounds good. This is what
I do plan to try to put eggshells around plants once I get to that stage. I don't have everything planted out yet.
Yeah, and that's the thing as well. Groundhog in the garden and drink my water. Oh yeah, nah. Groundhog. They just gonna move. If they don't like it, they just gonna move on to the next one. So we talk about pest control, something else, heat protection. This one, number one, was something else for causes in the garden. And if y'all said something else, those 50% that said something else, that answered out of the 12 people. I need y'all to tell us what y'all something else is.
Yeah.
Squash vine borer is one of them.
Squash vine borers and the what you say, groundhog. That's
squirrels and all those.
Squirrels. Somebody told me do not pick a fight with a squirrel. They said they smart and they vindictive. So if you don't cover yourself, just cover it. But
I'm so glad I don't have the squirrel struggles because the stories are funny.
Who said that? People they say they sit up in the tree or they sit there and watch you plant your garden. And then when you leave, they come on out there and see what they got in the ground over here.
Domino hemmed up a squirrel a couple years ago after I put that garden, and them squirrels walk right across that line and do not stop. They like, I don't know if they even told all their family, but not one squirrel that came to my garden. They're like, nope.
Yeah. I have to say groundhogs have been a problem, but now that we have the dog, I have not
Oh.
seen not one.
Really?
0 groundhogs, and I'm
Hmm.
so thankful. I'm hoping my garden does amazing without them silly things. Them things.
That's what you need, Chaz, a dog.
Okay, let's go back. Katrina says, use snake away. She used the snake away and diatomaceous earth. So snake away. Ants. I used to wonder because ants are a pollinator, but like I said, it's the red ants that get on my nerve and the ones that's trying to build their home in my bed. If you just coming through, if you just passing through, I ain't tripping. But you
Right.
can live here. Okay. Vindictive squirrels. Some kind of black worm found on the cabbage today. What y'all know about something black on the cabbage?
There could be a cabbage.
Cabbage worm. There's some type of
Yeah,
cabbage worm. Yep,
They're like a
cabbage worm.
grayish
Mm.
kind of color. Mhm.
Yeah, those things are horrible in the cabbage patch.
Now, Mike, we all can't have wonderful relationships like you and your squirrels do. Because them squirrels dug up my garlic and threw my garlic on the ground. I'm like, if you want to put your nuts here, you could have just put them here. But why are you gonna dig up my garlic?
Like, move that.
Yeah, it's like exactly like move your stuff out because I need to put my stuff here.
Okay. We have rats that tunnel under the beds and eat our tubers and potatoes. When I put my beds down, I saw somebody that had troubles like that. I put, because I didn't know any better, I put chicken wire, the smaller whole chicken wire underneath. But the thing that I learned about from this broadcast, because this was before this broadcast, is the hardware cloth.
Yes.
So let me tell you, go get the hardware cloth. It's stronger than chicken wire.
Yep.
But I mean, whatever you got, you need to put it under there. Because I put chicken wire and then I put weave fabric. So I figure for them to have to come up all the way through, they'd have to really work for it.
It has to be half-inch hardware cloth to keep them buggers out of your garden.
Half-inch is very strong. So yes. So this one says rabbits, squirrels, deer, raccoon,
live in the forest.
Yeah. The deer only really, they bother our front yard stuff. I don't have a problem in my garden with them, but let me tell y'all, my
rabbits might be stew though.
Huh?
I said the rabbits might be stew, but go ahead.
The daylilies in my front yard are so gorgeous. And so I have been diligently spraying with deer off because I'm telling you, I'm gonna be mad if I come out there one morning and all my blooms are gone.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna be hot.
And deers like roses. They eat roses.
I don't think they bother my roses. I only have one rose bush.
Roses.
They haven't bothered me.
They call the squirrels devious little demons. Oh my gosh. All right. Rats. Okay. Peanut butter with baking soda mixed together. That's what you use for rats? What that do?
What? Yeah, please tell me.
Get them indigestion.
Swell them up.
Because I know you can put peanut butter on the trap and they go after the peanut butter, but what the baking soda do?
The baking soda when they go to drink some
look
water,
that up.
like a little mini volcano.
And then get bubble guts.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They be out there foaming.
All right.
Rabbit squirrel.
This is a fun way to talk about pest control though.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think what was on the list that Jacqueline had mentioned. She said pest control, snakes, insects, groundhogs. Oh, so yeah, we covered them.
They can't pass gas.
Google says peanut butter acts as an attractant while the baking soda reacts with the mouse's or the rat's stomach to produce a fatal carbon dioxide gas.
Mm-hmm. Like volcanoes. They can't volcanoes.
Oh, wow.
That's wild.
Oh, wow.
Have y'all seen the movie? And y'all seen the movie like Water for Chocolate? It's an older movie. It is the subtitle. Spanish subtitle. Long story short, there's when you cook and your food, your emotions goes into the food. The youngest daughter of this woman was a very good cook. She fell in love with the man, but her mother always told her, because you're the youngest, you have to take care of me. You can't ever get married. So the older sister was not married. She made so the man came up with the plan to marry the older sister so he can be near the younger sister. Long story short, the older sister had some kind of stomach disease, and she died. And they was playing, the passing of the gas and all that at the scene where she passed. That anyway. Anyway, my mind just go places like that. When you say that, I'm like, Lord have mercy. Poor little.
Oh wow.
Right. Listen. Having summer problems can take you out of here. Our dear son doesn't seem to bother the daffodils or roses. They like the wild lilies.
Right. And my response to her with that was her dear bougie eaters.
They bougie. You got bougie there. That's hilarious.
Like they not gonna eat no day lilies. They only want the good
All right.
flowers.
So okay. So y'all want to move on to the next poll? Y'all think we ready for the next poll?
Yep, I think so.
You said yep. So the next one gonna start now. Put your number in the chat as before. Put your number. Say your commentary for after you submit your number, so it'll go ahead and register the whole thing.
How are you protecting your plants from the summer heat? 1, shade cloth. 2, extra watering. 3, mulch. Or 4, I'm not doing anything yet.
I ain't doing nothing yet. Y'all understand me? I was out there yesterday. I said, boy, this ground's so parched, and it's been so long since we had rain.
So I'm going with 3, mulch, because this year I have committed to using straw mulch. So as I am planting out, I am putting the straw down. But I do plan to use some shade cloth, in particular over my tomatoes, because tomatoes and probably peppers at bare minimum, because I feel like it's going to be so hot like it has been the last few years. And I think it was just too much heat. Even though they're sun-loving plants, it's just too much.
I'm thinking about getting some sun cloth just because some shade cloth. I am putting my greens in the back of the garden, which usually get nice shade later in the summer. But I think now it might be too much sun for them, my cold crops, but my cool weather crops. But we'll see when I put them out there. Back in the day, they didn't need no shade cloth, but this
right.
is almost 40 years down the road.
Yeah.
This ain't the same weather that daddy had. So we gonna see. And plus it's in a different part. Like I think daddy's garden was between like the garden shed and then the property line to the next house. So it probably was well shaded then. Where now that lot is open and full. Y'all, the ladies see the lot is open and full sun. And so yeah, I think that's probably the only thing. I'm gonna give y'all another 30 seconds before I close it. So I feel like a sneeze coming on.
So it looked like most people are just using mulch right now.
Okay. I was thinking about mulch, and then I was like, well, I usually overplant my beds anyway, so I'm just gonna wait till I get my stuff planted before I start worrying about mulch. Because I want to mulch, you didn't have to move the mulch to put the stuff in.
Jen Snow, congratulations on this being your first year gardening. We hope that this panel discussion actually helps you a lot, and a lot of each of us, in addition to everybody in the chat, a lot of the people in the chat have channels, and there's a wealth of information out there. So take your time, grow what you love, and ask as many questions as you need.
Yep, and you may not be able to implement everything at the same time, but you'll get there. You don't have to do everything at once. Because we were talking about don't let what brings you joy to overwhelm you. So you don't have to get it perfect the first time, because sometimes you trying to make it perfect. Sometimes that food's gonna grow anyway.
Can I ask FMF DocBot?
What is all of?
Yeah, he says he uses Oyas in his bed. I wanted to see if he put a specific brand. I'm actually going to do Oyas in the community garden, and I just want to get a little bit of just a little bit more.
I see people make them with the clay pots, make their own.
Yeah, I think I'm going to buy mine from a specific company that has the whole system.
Yeah, because I was about to say, if you like me, you don't want to do no DIY and then put it out there. It's like I want to do both.
So I bought some Oyas. I actually have a couple that I didn't use. I ordered some couple years back, and I made the mistake, and so that's why I want to share this. I made the mistake of leaving them
out.
in the garden over the winter, and they
Yeah.
broke up. And, you know, I'm gonna go out here because it's right on the shelf. I'm gonna grab one and show you the one that I
Yeah, I'd
yeah.
be curious. I'm looking at one. Like I said, I'm no endorsement for this company. I'm not getting anything, no kickbacks or anything. But the one I'm looking at is for Thirsty Earth. So they have a whole kit that you can put in the bed that I'm going to be doing. This is in an 8 foot by 2 foot bed. And I'm not going to be there every day. It's going to be at the community garden. I hope to go there maybe twice a week, but I know it's going to get hot in the summer, and I want something that can continuously water because I don't have access to water all the time. It's a spigot that's for everybody, but I figured if I put in an Oya, it would allow me to at least to let it water when I'm not there, and do that. But like Shelly says, you do have to take those out. I think it's zone 7 and above.
And I did not know that.
Yeah, or 6 and above. I want to say that you have to take out these take out the Oyas or they will go.
Here's what I bought. I bought these a few years ago. I feel like I paid maybe $8 or $9 for them. So let me take it out of the box. I don't even remember where I ordered them from. I don't know if I got them off of Amazon or what, but I had ordered probably about 10 of them.
Okay.
I've seen them in Walmart and Spotty over the years, and I think I've seen them in Target maybe over the
this
years.
is what it looks like. And then it has the rubber stopper that goes on the top. Okay.
And you can do the same thing with a clay pot.
Yep.
Yeah.
Mhm. But he said that he made his own. He's a vet and he's retired. So he did his own DIY.
Awesome. Let me see. So those are an option. We have somebody is mulching with soil wet duck pen bedding. Go ahead now.
Mhm.
Somebody's buying pieces to do drip irrigation. That's K. Rosen.
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. I'm trying to set up my drip irrigation.
Okay, all right. I see where you put that in, asking the specific one.
Yeah.
Clay pots.
Mm-hmm.
Mulching.
Like watering is, if you can have consistent watering in your garden, I think that's almost like half your battle, right?
Mhm.
Like, if your plants don't get water, you're just fighting against the storm at that point. And I have found that over and over. I mean, if you can just get your watering down,
Right.
everything kind of takes care of itself.
And that's right now what I ain't gonna say struggling with. What I'm doing right now is fighting an uphill battle because I'm still cleaning out my beds, but I still have yet to check my holes in the back to see if it still survived the last 2 years.
Yeah.
But because I'm working on the front porch, what I've been doing is refilling water jugs with water. So when I go to the garden, I put them in the car, drive over there, because y'all know I'm not hauling nothing. I'm driving over there and I'm pouring it in my garden, and I'm like, Lord, this ain't gonna work. But get my hand on a couple of those, at least I can do is fill them, put them in the ground. They'll do what they're gonna do for a few days and then refill. But my hose, hopefully I have that settled next week, because I really just think I need to change my filter. And those that don't know, I have an RV filter on my water hose because I am in a place where we had like a water crisis. And even though they say you can trust their water, I don't. I feel like they're putting so much in it to sort of make it safe that it's like burning up my plants. So I use the RV filter on my water hose, but it has not been removed and it is cracked because it went through 2 winters out there and it was never drained. So I feel like once I get that off, the water company has sent me this vacuum sealed something or whatever pipe to go in there, so to keep my water pressure even. Get that switched out, put my water hose back on it. I think my water hose may yet be good, but we'll find that out this week. That's my goal. So maybe I can have my niece haul the water hose over there for me, water the garden. I think that's a good job for she. Amen. All right. So irrigation, yeah, but watering is important.
Mhm.
Drip irrigation, but the rain don't stop.
This has been a wet spring. Let's be honest.
Yeah.
It has been a wet.
I haven't put my
spring.
irrigation out because I'm like, it's raining next week. Well,
You got more rain.
tomorrow it's gonna rain for a week. I'm like,
Wow,
what?
that's crazy.
So, Cece,
Yeah.
you say you haven't put yours out. Do you take it in and out every year?
This is gonna be my first year where I was gonna put it out there.
Oh,
But because
okay.
we've been having so much rain, I'm like,
Shelly,
no point.
Shelly,
Huh?
you're gonna ask that question. I try not to be the bad one, but I remember someone specifically saying if you don't hand water your garden, you're not really a real. I mean, I can't even believe that question came out of your mouth. I'm
Oh.
like,
Well,
Oh, my?
somebody harvest rain.
oh my, yeah, you be nice tonight. Like I was like, ooh, this is the nice side of Shelly. Be nice to Cece today, but I'm gonna upset the apple cart just a little bit.
I'm
just a
so
little bit.
confused right now.
You remember Cece would tell us you're not a real gardener if you don't hand water your
That's
garden.
not
I'm
true.
never
I did not
getting
say that.
irrigation.
I did
I
not-
don't remember her saying that, Jacqueline.
I said like I don't remember, but I'm just gonna keep on
Right.
moving.
Cece, I'm so
Let me get my glasses
confused
right now.
Cece, I think you need to set the record straight here and be truthful.
Now
I don't remember me. All I said was about the starts.
Yeah, she said that about the starts.
Oh, really? Okay, I'm gonna go back and go find
Yes.
some
Yeah, you need to
videos.
bring
I'm
the
gonna do
receipts
AI.
on that one.
For real.
I'm gonna do some AI. It's gonna have to check out these folks here.
that is hilarious. I think I learned something new. Are there some moisture nets to collect humidity? Y'all know anything about that? Y'all know anything about that?
Say that one more time.
It says, does anyone use moisture nets to collect humidity?
Moisture meters,
moist-
meters, or moisture nets.
Let's
to
have
collect.
moisture nets to collect humidity. I have enough humidity. I don't want to collect none.
Chlorine filter for your drip irrigation. Yes, that's
Yes,
K-Rose.
some places you do
And
have to buy it. Yeah, especially if you have city water. There is so much chlorine in some city waters that I would definitely, from my master gardener, you guys knows I'm a master gardener. I know that was brought up in class that you certainly should be checking how much chlorine, and if you need to get a chlorine filter, definitely do that for if you're on some type of city waters. Yeah.
sitting in the morning drinking coffee, smoking a cigar, and watering your garden, you just chilling. Like when I say you I'm retired, I mean I'm retired.
Yeah. Chill.
That sounds good.
Ain't nothing like
yeah,
sitting in the
Jacqueline's
garden.
stirring the pot tonight. She's stirring it up.
Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit.
Listen, as long as I'm not the bad guy tonight, because y'all be
She was
trying
like, hold up. What
y'all
I
be trying to throw me under the bus for no good reason.
You was being nice tonight. I was like, wait a minute. Wait.
I'm
Rose,
always
listen.
nice, Jacqueline.
K-Rose, and I need you to put on your hat.
Yes.
I need you to
Please.
drink your water.
Yes.
Yeah.
Be out here.
Mm.
Trying to water that garden. You water that garden, you
and
passing out. Don't do
this
that.
is for everybody,
Yes.
whether you black or white or brown, purple,
Red.
pink, or blue.
Yeah.
Put your head up.
Wear your sunscreen.
And your
please.
Please.
So it's gonna tear you up.
Yeah. This
Yeah.
sun ain't the same like it was, like you said, back in the day. I'm telling
Look,
you.
not
and
drink
even
your water.
back in the day,
Drink your
drink
water.
they cancer, they just didn't know it yet. Glad I
Yes. Drink your water.
Right.
Keep
Are
your
you watering the plants? Water.
water
Your body.
yourself.
Yeah.
All right, we got another one. Have you changed your garden plans this season? Yes, completely changed course, made a few adjustments. No, not yet, but I might. Nope. I think I'm on track. 1, 2, 3, or 4. What are you doing?
See, Rashida, I put that question in there for you.
You put that on me, girl. Listen, y'all know I had a list. I always have a list of a whole bunch of things I do, and that's just how I roll. You know, I make a list of things I'm gonna do. Then as I go, I'll be like, girl, you ain't about to do all that. But I was planting stuff, and I was like, Rashida, you not moving like you normally move. So something got to get into the ground. So let's work with what you got going. and just take it bit by bit. If I get it all in the ground, great. If I get some of the ground, but then I put in the group, I said, y'all, I'm changing how I'm rearranging my garden. And Shelly was like, I can't wait to see. And I said, oh no, wait a minute, I ain't moving no garden beds. What is this? I'm like, okay, the green beds, the place I want to put the greens is clear. So maybe I just go ahead and put the artichokes in that bed. But those are the most shallow beds. And I didn't want to put not the artichokes, the asparagus. Jesus.
Am I going to say you going fancy with some artichokes? Okay.
No, asparagus. So then I was like, well, let me put the asparagus in the middle bed. So that's why I changed that.
Wait.
And then I was like, well,
I have a question.
Going in the ground. Yes.
This question says, have you had to change your garden plans this season? Does that count as far as, let's say you started a plant and because we had this bad weather and it killed it and you had to start over, or just your garden plans, like where you're going to put stuff?
So
Jackie,
everybody is individual. So however you interpret it is how you interpret it.
Got it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because the thing is, even if you're just changing where you planted, there's a reason that caused that. Whether you learned something new, or you saw your lighting was different, or like me, you're like, well, this is what I got up right now that's ready to go in the ground. Let me put this stuff in the ground that I have instead of waiting on the stuff I don't have. So yeah,
I want to learn from these perfect gardeners, because I'm like, I feel like there's something always throws something off track.
Who's the perfect gardener?
I think if you had everything's on track for your garden plans, everything, I think that's a little bit like
fake.
Boy, you're being hard tonight.
I'm not saying fake. I'm not gonna say fake.
I ain't gonna say fake. I'm saying not being transparent. Can I say that? Because I've been watching Veggie Boys and some other gardeners that Cynthia had turned me on to. And these people have been gardening for generations, or growing food, farming and different things, and raising animals. No two seasons are alike. And even though you may experience circumstances change from year to year.
Exactly.
So there is no such thing as perfection. They may not share their troubles, their struggles, and the changes that they made. That's why I said fake, because
that's what I was asking. I'm just asking a question.
Hold up. So, because when I look at this question and I look at that answer, yes, completely. Wait, not that one, not yet, but I might. I guess that's the one you're referring to.
Nope, everything is on track.
I'm saying no, everything's on track. Like, how is everything on track? Like,
I would say.
So here's how I interpret that.
Yeah,
you can have a plan in mind, and it doesn't mean that you don't have some challenges.
Got it.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Because we all are going to face challenges, but your plan can still be on track. You just have to
change your plan.
Got it.
You just have to maneuver those challenges. So, like last year, I feel like I planted out my garden the way I planned for it to be. Like, I mapped it all out. I'm gonna plant this here. I'm gonna plant that there. To me, it was on track. That doesn't mean that I didn't have any challenges to that.
Got it.
Okay. Now, this year for me, I am doing my response to that is making a few adjustments. And I say that because I didn't really map out exactly where I wanted everything. And so I'm kind of winging it.
Got it.
Okay.
Cece, go
I was one of the ones that said, no, everything is on track.
Tell them, CC.
I'm asking.
Okay, let me say. Because I think about things could happen. So I always do extra. I always have backup. So if I wanted peppers in this bed and my peppers all died out on St. Patrick's Day, I had other peppers that I had going because I was like, things happen.
Because you planned for it.
And I prepare. If you prepare yourself, things can stay on track.
Got it.
Okay. Well, I
that's what I was asking.
So everything is on track. It's not saying everything is perfect. It's saying everything is going as I planned at this moment. If it changes, I'll let y'all know. Okay, I got you. I got you.
Don't be throwing no bricks out here tonight now.
That's why I preface it with I'm asking, right? If I'm feeling
But
shade,
when you ask
I'll
that
throw
question
shade.
about when you ask that question, I wasn't even thinking about the poll itself.
yeah,
But when you say that and everything's going as everything planned, everybody got to don't go as planned.
yeah.
I had somebody said here they had a surprise surgery. Some people say different things. So that's what I'm saying. Sometimes we watch so many gardeners and it seems like everything is going perfect and everything is going along. And it's like sometimes you just don't see what they do to keep it on track or what's really going on behind the scenes.
Right.
Not that they have a perfect life without problems. They just may not be sharing with you what they're going through and their adjustments to stay on track.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they may have started some plants and had to go buy some starts because they died in the freeze. You know what I'm saying? But
you're still on track because you had to buy starts. Got it.
Cynthia, girl, did you dodge that brick?
Oh, girl, I don't even think about that.
I'm holding down. I'm like,
I'm not playing with you. I'm playing with y'all today. All right. So somebody asked this question about what do you recommend growing in the greenhouse? I don't know. I don't grow anything specifically in the greenhouse. I just been putting my starts in the greenhouse. So if you're talking about growing something for the duration in the greenhouse, I have no idea.
I would say if you're in the South, you don't want to grow nothing in your greenhouse during the summertime because it will roast. The temperatures get really hot in there. Now, if you want to put your let's see, going from spring to, what would it be? If you want to keep your plants in there to shield the cold off them until you can put them out, then you can put them in there. But I wouldn't, if you're anywhere in the South, I wouldn't put them in the greenhouse. They will roast.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
I would say it depends on where you're at. It's like Cece said, depends on where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
But even here though, in my little greenhouses, those things get hot in the sun, like very, very hot. And so I have to make sure I roll them up. So even up north, and I'm in zone 6, you still have to be careful this time of year. What do you put in there? Do you have a breezeway? Are you letting air in? Are you monitoring your temperature?
You have to have air in a greenhouse if you use it. I mean, the greenhouse, like I said, I volunteer at the farm and we have 2 greenhouses. One of them has tomatoes and cucumbers in it that we grow all summer long in those greenhouses. And they thrive in there because one is an open greenhouse on the side. So you have the protection there. And of course, you get less pests in a greenhouse than you would outdoors. So you have that. And of course, then you can also keep track a little bit more, right? Because you're going to be in the greenhouse checking for heat and everything. So it's going to depend on what you're doing to your greenhouse. If it's something that's one of those ones with the rolls on this that rolls up on the sides, then you're more than likely going to be okay. But if it's like an enclosed greenhouse, you're going to have to make sure that you are checking that greenhouse for heat. I think somebody posted 118 degrees in their greenhouse. So you just have to know what type of greenhouse that you're using for the area that you're in and for what purposes you're going to be using it for.
All right. Yeah, we got 1 more, 2 more. No, we got 3 more, girl. You was pulling it up. Okay, here we go. I'm gonna start this next one while we still talking. So y'all know 1, 2, 3, or 4 in the chat. Thank y'all for putting things in here. Appreciate you sharing your experiences and your challenges. I'm not talking to you. I said sharing, not Syria.
like Kate Rosen's response.
Sorry, y'all. What's
the question? Let's see. It says, when a plant struggles, what do you usually do? 1, you baby it and keep trying. 2, move it to a better location. 3, replace it with something else. Or 4, let nature decide.
I say it depends on the struggle. But normally I would baby it, try to figure it out. But since I met Jacqueline, she said, girl, if it ain't doing supposed to do, pull it out. But sometimes I'm like, maybe let me use my scripture. Lord Jesus, don't curse the tree. Let me dig around it. Let me fertilize it. Let me water. Give it a chance.
Right. Scripture says, pull it out.
I definitely baby mine until there's clearly no hope.
Yeah.
I'm gonna baby it until there's absolutely no hope.
Yeah, my 2 celeries, after they've been watered and been in the ground 2 days, the temperature been all right. If they don't bounce back, I'm pulling them out. I'm just gonna keep them when it's doing it, and just I might put some beans in that spot.
Chaz says,
Ooh,
if it dies, you gotta act right or go to plant heaven.
There you go.
Somebody sounding like they brother.
Oh, right. Okay.
Where is Plant Daddy? That is hilarious. You threatening them hydroponics? You gonna grow?
You gonna grow.
He gonna get.
You live under my roof. You live by my roof.
My house. You under my roof. I know he's under my roof.
Chaz, tell Rich we missing him tonight.
Plant Daddy's sleep. Oh yeah, it's Plant Daddy's bedtime. Tell him about it, Chaz. Though
36% said baby it and keep trying. Move to a better location. Y'all know who been moving the plant. I was watching Asia, Yellow Door Homestead, and she said, "I know y'all getting tired of me, and this bush is probably tired of me, but I'm gonna move this elderberry bush one more time." The elderberry ago, she said, "I put it over here, but I think I like it better over there." And I know y'all said not to put it back over there, but I'm gonna put it back over there anyway, and it's gonna be fine. Listen, Asia is moving the plants. You hear me? So I'm learning that sometimes it's good. You can, if you get enough root with it, you can move it.
You know what? In container growing, yes.
And container growing as well.
If it's in the ground, you have to figure that one out.
You can risk it.
Yeah.
Get that root ball and see what happens. Hey. See whatever. But yeah, so okay, I'm about to close it. I'm gonna give y'all a couple more seconds. So we got 30% add baby and keep trying, 0% at better location, 29% at place it with something else, replace it with something else, and then let nature decide. Some slow.
I guess I would say one of the reasons I say I struggle with transitioning my garden. Right, because if you're trying to go from spring to summer to fall and do that continuous growing, if you don't pull it up, because sometimes we will baby a tomato, right? It's still going, right? Or my pepper's still going, but it looks terrible. But it's now time to start your fall gardening. You have to pull that up. It will break your heart, but it's time to pull it up because you got to start your next garden.
I'm gonna be honest with y'all, because y'all gonna see this video when it does come out. I shall be pulling up them ground cherries and that pumpkin that is taking my space where my okra has to come up. It is okra season coming up. I can't be sitting up there, even though I love them. They gotta get in their own spot.
I think the first time I decided to get rid of a plant and replace it with another was with those cucumbers in 2024, because they were just dying and they weren't producing. And I had some still in the seed tray, and I said, you know what, I think I can put these out and then plant some more. And so I think that was the first time I was like, girl, succession planning is it works. You don't have to keep this
really
plant just because it started out there. You can put something else in its place.
And
so, and even though tomatoes we consider a summer vegetable, I've had tomatoes growing in Michigan in October. And when I tell you them things are super sweet, they're not big, but they super sweet, almost candy sweet. So, sometimes you can let something last if you don't have anything to go after it. But also, if it's not serving you, if you put on some more tomatoes earlier in the season, they may last a little, you might think you're running out of season, but you may not run out as quickly as you think. So replacing it might be the best thing to do, because you still might get some tomatoes. So I'm going through here. The best way to support your tomatoes. I don't know if y'all watch Thunder somebody farms lady. She used to be an accountant, and now she has a farm. But anyway, she said every year I said I'm gonna stake these tomatoes, and then she took the camera and all them tomatoes is laying on the ground. She's like, oh well. And listen.
That's how tomatoes are supposed to grow. They're supposed to grow they're a vine. So they really
we grow them vertically for our benefit.
Right.
But they'll grow.
But I was gonna say those tomato cages are not made for
maybe
for determinate tomatoes,
Yes,
maybe you
that's
can
it.
get them, but any indeterminate,
Yeah.
they are not. They are better for cucumbers
I
or
saw-
squash or something.
I saw an advertisement. I'm not gonna tell you all the brand, but it's the square.
Yes,
cage,
that's all I was
if you
gonna
will, but
say.
they're taller. But you
Yeah.
don't have to use them as a square. You can link them together to be like a gate
Mhm.
Yeah.
or something like your cattle panel or whatever. And you can sort of kind of adjust it as short or small as you want it to be. I thought they were great. I didn't want to pay the price, but I thought they looked great.
Mhm.
So yeah, cages. It's not like we used to use cages back in the day, but these cages now, either the ones back in the day was really made of metal, or this stuff right here is just trash. Okay. Thank you. Unique.
Right, it's trash.
Mike says hardest for me is snow peas. I love them, but I need to pull and replace.
Yeah.
For me, snow peas, it's like it's too cold to put them out. Then when I put them out, it started to get too hot, and they don't do nothing. They grow so big, and then they die. It's like
You better start
Let me
paying
do
for
snow
Small window.
in
They
the
have a
fall.
small. Yeah, very small window with snow
I had to
peas.
do it
Yeah.
for the fall, and it's like I don't even eat snow peas like that. Now my daddy likes snow peas. I keep saying I'm growing for him, but I don't think he'll get them. He'll get the cucumbers, but he good in the peas.
Hey,
Losing patience. I'm choosing patience and knowledge. Oh, you so sweet. Sometimes I'll be patient.
ooh, girl, you
Sometimes I'm like,
asking
I just
for
don't have to connect.
you asking for a test.
Dwarf tomatoes, easier to manage. Okay.
Yes.
Oh, let's talk about tomatoes. Who remember Rashida said, I ain't growing all them tomatoes this year. I ain't growing all them tomatoes. I ain't doing all them tomatoes. When I
Yeah,
open
right.
up my thing of tomato seeds.
But what type of tomatoes? Indeterminate or determinate?
Girl, I don't know, but some are cherries, some are beefsteak, some are I ain't do no Romas. I don't think I did any Romas.
Okay, so those are determinate.
Yeah,
some beefsteaks
so
can be
we'll
determinate.
see what happens. We'll see what germinate, and then we'll go from there.
Mhm.
But she's growing some tomatoes, y'all. Growing seasons are sure shifting in Washington. Yes, and they shift
Yes,
quickly
they are.
too.
Mhm.
I've heard a lot of people say that.
All right, we got two more.
Two
So
more
let's go
polls?
ahead and start
All right.
this poll. Oh, we talked about this. Something. It says, what's your biggest focus right now? Is it the pest control? Is it protecting your plants from heat, increasing your harvest, or prepare your fall for fall planting? My mom, or maybe
Who is preparing for fall already?
I was
Girl,
gonna say, Cece
what?
has to start now. She has to. Yeah.
you know, I will be at the end of June because
Yeah.
my stuff for fall needs to be in the ground mid-July.
Yeah.
At best for me to get a harvest before snow. Some of these things.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
So it'll be coming
My
soon.
stuff will be dropped in hydroponics next month.
Yeah, I was talking to my mom, and she said, was it my mom? Somebody watching Salty Dog, and was like, he's preparing for fall. I said, no, he's harvesting potatoes and preparing for fall. Something she said, I don't know. And I was like, you got to.
Yeah.
You have to be in the present month and then the future month.
Mhm.
That's how my
True.
previous job was. I had to process the stuff from the previous day. I had to work on the current day, and then had to schedule for the next day and out. So you're like in this timeline, and that's how gardening is. You got to work in this day and then prepare for the next.
I want to say something. I know it's kind of, and it's no certain brand or anything, but if you are looking for greenhouses, look for them in the summer.
Yes.
Look for them in the summertime for your greenhouses. Now they'll be having them cheap sales and all kind of stuff to get rid of those for the next coming season.
Mhm.
But if you're looking for a greenhouse, it's best to purchase it in the summertime.
Mhm.
So.
All right.
Ditto.
That's a good tip.
Ditto. Oh, a great tip.
Yep. Some people are doing. Anybody doing the lattice thing? Is that what you're talking about?
You're talking about the Florida weed?
Florida weave.
Yeah, the Florida weed.
I do determinate, so.
And then we have 550 core. I don't know what them things was. They from Baker's Creek. They probably all indeterminate with me. I didn't even get the back of the thing. I was like, oh, okay. We'll see what happens. It'll be fine.
Speaking of Baker's Creek, I plan on going to visit them while I'm up in Missouri.
That'd be great.
Ooh, nice.
All right, give y'all 30 more seconds on this poll because we got one more poll. It is always 9:53. So protective. So 0% is keeping pests under control. That's not our biggest focus. It's on our mind, but it ain't the biggest.
Yeah.
Protecting plants from the heat is 8%. increasing harvest is 58%. That's what made me think about Salty Dog. Mom was like, he out here weighing his potatoes. I said, some people want to know what yield they're getting. Because sometimes when you buy these seed potatoes, they say, oh, well, you should have a yield of this. And you want to make sure you're getting your money's worth if you're buying, things. And then you want to know, especially if your goal is to feed your family for the year, you got time to be doing 2 potatoes per seed potato. So increasing your harvest and preparing for fall planting. We talked a little bit about that. Prepare for fall planting made the second place spot. Increase in harvest. I'm thinking about increasing the harvest. If I can, now my greens and stuff look good when I hit the ground in 2024, and I was so sad about it. But we had got a couple of harvests from those greens. But this year I just really want to increase my greens, my okra, and my cucumbers. I might not even grow any white potatoes. I never got any sweet potatoes. I might even grow any white potatoes. And I want to increase, since I'm half sweet potato slips, these sweet potatoes. I'm not pressed. Everything else, whatever I get, I'm glad. That's what I say today. Until I'm on her next week. Remember when Rashida said? But anybody else got something to say on that poll? We got one more.
Let's get it.
Let's go.
All right, I'll put the last poll up there. If you could instantly solve one problem today, garden problem today, what would it be? 1, pest damage. 2, extreme heat. 3, poor soil. 4, not enough time. Oh, if you could solve that problem. Okay, let me see. You harvested 30 pounds of potatoes this year, still have more to harvest. Awesome. Can you tell us how much you planted so far, or how much of what you planted gave you that 30 pounds? Preserving the harvest, water, glasses, quail eggs. Okay. Oh, you got off your schedule and the pests went wild. Listen, they do. Good evening. Good evening. So go ahead, 1, 2, and 3 in the chat for this last poll. This is your first year. You have to say 3, poor soil. Are you number 1, Jen Snow? Are you in
First
garden
year?
beds or in ground? If you're in garden beds, did you purchase soil? And what soil did you do? Just curious. You said them pests right now.
Kay Rosen is so right. You have to learn to feed your soil, because if you don't feed your soil, you cannot feed your plants. You've got to have good soil.
Yeah, we talked about that the other day. And when I put my beans in the ground the other day, I know I did not fertilize, but seeds will need fertilization to grow.
Katrina, I'm with you. I am 100% with you.
And I also not worried about fertilizing those herbs because they're growing without me being bothered. And so my goal is, once my seeds start to germinate, I'm going to top dress everything out there. But I know I will have to continue to weed, because I didn't get all the weeds out of there, y'all. I couldn't think of a way to get them all out of there without killing all my plants in there.
And it's because your plants that were in there are perennials. Is that the reason why you couldn't maneuver around your weeds, Miss Rashida?
Well, that's part of it. The other part of it, honey, it's only so much bending I was going to do from that chair and that bed for so long. As well. And I was like, I'm not moving no plants, because I didn't go out there with the plan to move plants as well. And I was like, I'm not doing all this. But I also think once I get more ground cover, some of that stuff will probably smother out some of those weeds. That's my hope.
So planted 2 bags.
Okay.
2 bags of potatoes. Yep, 2 bags of potatoes.
Yep,
potatoes. Yep.
Okay. Awesome. All right. Did
no, Jen
Snow come back yet? Okay.
Jen hasn't answered yet.
Okay, so I'm gonna give that a minute. So 30 seconds. So right now we have 36% It's tied pest damage and not enough time would be the one garden thing we would do. The second place would be poor soil, and last but not least, it says extreme heat. I will say this about me and not enough time.
Mhm.
But Rashida thinks she got more time. She gonna take more time. Let me tell you. So here lately, I've been having a rider for church, right? So I got a car today. I'm gonna drive. I think I'm gonna try to drive my car today. It's been acting so all right. So you ain't got to pick me up. Y'all know I was still running up in church. Got up there. It's supposed to be 11. I got up there at 11:04. I'm just saying. If I got more time, I'm gonna take more time. So if I have more garden time, I might procrastinate just a little longer. But that's Rashida. I'm just talking about me. I ain't talking about y'all. Y'all would do right by y'all redeeming of the time. Oh, wait a minute. I'm sorry, I didn't read that. I'm definitely seeing the difference in the plants growing in quality soil over the ones I tried to go cheap on.
So true.
But the thing is, if you're using that soil that you went cheap on, you still can amend that soil. So there's still hope for that soil. So if you're a new gardener, don't throw out your old soil. Just amend it, okay? Second year, I use minimal grow, minimal. Okay, you did black cow and chicken poop fertilizer and happy frog conditioner, and then using fish fertilizer too.
Good.
Okay.
Good. Better. All right. I want
right,
goals.
so-
I want to be retired and garden all the time. Goals.
All right. She's okay. Here we go, Jen Snow. I'm considering raised bed container gardening big enough, but small enough that I can move it around for the sun. I live under 10 oak trees, so the sun moves.
Oh boy. Yeah.
So that's a thought.
Yep.
Yeah, so that's a thought. And then if you own your property, if gardening is something, I'm just throwing this out here. I'm not telling nobody what to do, y'all.
Yep.
But if you're going to garden, because I was watching somebody else's channel, if gardening is what you're going to do on a regular basis, are you willing to invest the money into trimming back some of your trees so you can have the sun that you need? Or things like that. And then are you talking about elevated beds on rollers that you can move around? Rollers and lines.
It'll be an investment, but it'll be a long-term investment.
Yeah.
I was also gonna say, you may have to grow things that's more shade friendly. You know, think about that. Maybe some containers you can get in the sun, but if there's things that grow better in the shade, you might want to figure out to grow things like that.
Yeah. So those are some things that you could do. So you'll have a longer season to grow stuff like your cold crops, your greens, your kohlrabi, and different things.
Right.
Yeah. All right. Yeah, I think that was the last poll. What do y'all think about the poll situation?
I loved it today.
Anybody y'all like to chat? I enjoyed the poll.
Great interaction.
And I think that's a good way to even do the topics. Thank you, Shelly, for trying that out.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I was in that office and my Shelly face popped up on my phone. I said, I'm going to call her back. I'm trying to finish up this work. Okay. Y'all, it is 10:02.
Yep.
It is 10:02. If we have not answered your question, we apologize if we did not see it. But we thank you for your participation. We thank you for doing the polls and sharing. If you going from channel to channel, liking, commenting, subscribing, turning your notification bells for future live streams. We are going to be celebrating our 2-year anniversary next month. So make sure that you're in the room. I can't tell you what's going to happen because we ain't planned it yet, but we're going to be here. Now that we do know, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise no more. We going to be here.
And just letting you know that it will be my birthday month because your girl will be turning 50 next.
Girl, listen.
Woo-wee. Going up. The baby's going up.
I'm finna be in the 50s club.
Welcome to the 50 club. Welcome to the 50 club. Oh, my bad. Welcome. So yeah, come on and join us as we celebrate growing our food and the things that the Lord has allowed us to be partaking in on our garden journey. This is the Garden Girls Chat and Chew. I do want to get this off my screen. What am I doing? Shelly, help your girl out.
What are you trying to do?
I'm trying to take that comment off
So you
there so
can
that
put
everybody
our
can see our
channels up.
channels one more last time. There you go. Thank you. I'm scrolling and I'm like, Jesus, what am I doing? Like, help me, Shelly, help me. Thank y'all for being here. If you have not seen our channels, they are in our descriptions. I'm Rashida Monique. You have Shelly's Homestead Hideaway, Four Seasons Garden, and CC's Texas Garden. We are on YouTube. Go ahead and follow and turn your notification bells for future videos, or go back through our playlist so you can see what we've already done. Happy pre-birthday month, Cynthia. You gonna just step into this big 5-0. Listen, and I pray that your 5-0 be a great step, girl. I want your stuff to be like mine was. I want yours to be a great step.
My 50 was great.
My 50 was awesome.
Listen, I was thinking of the dog, my 50th birthday, and it had been anyway. That was right before I fell, so we ain't gonna talk about that. But God is good. I'm still here and I'm still kicking, and I'm having a good time. I'm having a good time. So listen, y'all know how we do it when we leave this broadcast. Before you leave, I do want you to know what? That you are blessed. You're highly favored. You are the apple of your Father's eye. He is absolutely and positively concerned about you. He thinks that you are the best thing since sliced bread. You can cast your cares on him and know that God cares for you and that God loves you with an everlasting love. And there's nothing you can do about it. You all have a blessed 2 weeks. Though willing, we'll see you all here again in 2 weeks at 8 p.m. for the Garden Girls Chat and Chew. You all have a wonderful and a blessed day. Good night.
Bye, everyone.